Think about hiring a new trainee at a Philippine BPO company. You interview them, you hire them, and you give them a desk. But deploying that trainee is just the beginning, right? It's definitely not the end of your job as a manager. You still have to set their work schedule, update the software tools they use, and most importantly, coach them every single day so they actually succeed at their tasks. Well, in simple terms, managing a Microsoft Security Copilot agent is exactly like managing that BPO trainee. You really can't just deploy an agent and forget about it. Security operations are constantly evolving, and the AI agents supporting your security team absolutely need to keep pace with those changes. So, Microsoft provides specific controls to run, pause, edit, and refine your agent's behavior. Active management is absolutely crucial to get the best results. Section 1. Agent Execution Controls. Managing when your agent goes to work. Okay, let's dive right into this. Basically, you need to decide if your agent works on a fixed schedule or if they only do tasks when you specifically ask them to. In official Microsoft technical terms, agents can run automatically based on a configured trigger or manually on demand. Let's look at automatic first. This is an on-trigger execution. The agent runs on its configured schedule or in response to a defined event, like a new alert popping up. When this trigger is active, the agent just runs. No manual intervention from you at all. On the flip side, we have manual, or one-time execution. You select one time to run the agent immediately, completely ignoring its regular schedule. So why does this matter for cloud security operations? Well, you use one-time runs to validate a configuration change you just made, or maybe to run a sudden ad hoc investigation during an active security incident. And you can always control these runs at any time. Just navigate to the agent page and select pause to stop automatic runs, or run to resume them. Simple as that. Now pay close attention to this next concept, especially if you're preparing for your SC-500 exam, because this is a highly testable area. What happens if you need to move an agent from one workspace to another? Well, there are strict workspace switching rules you've got to follow. Rule number 1, you must turn off any scheduled or automatic triggers first. Rule number 2, you have to completely set up the agent again in the new workspace. And rule number 3, and this is the most critical one, agents do not carry their feedback or memories between workspaces. No way. If you move them, they start with a completely blank slate. They literally lose all their past memory and coaching. Section 2, Editing Agent Configurations, Modifying Agent Parameters. Just like you might need to update a BPO agent's software or maybe change the queue of calls they handle, you're sometimes in the need to change your Security Copilot agent's tools. The good news? As your security requirements change, you don't have to delete the agent and start from scratch. You can just modify an agent's identity, its trigger, or other parameters. The official Microsoft process for this is a super simple 3-step flow. Step 1, navigate to the agent you want to update. Step 2, select Edit and update the relevant settings. And Step 3, select Finish. Now here is an absolutely critical security consideration. These changes only take effect for subsequent executions. They do not affect any runs that are currently in progress. If the agent is already working on a task, it's going to finish that task using its old instructions. Section 3, Providing Targeted Feedback, Improving Agent Performance. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how we handle situations when an agent's output just isn't right. Maybe it's investigating the wrong types of entities or writing security summaries that are way too long and verbose. When that happens, you can provide targeted feedback by clicking the feedback button right in the agent results pane. But you'd actually have two very different options here, for the agent versus to Microsoft. In Microsoft technical terms, for the agent means your feedback is stored persistently in the agent's memory. It actually shapes the agent's future outputs and reasoning. On the other hand, to Microsoft is just product feedback. That gets sent over to the Security Copilot development team to help improve the software down the line, but it is not stored in your local agent's memory. For cloud security operations, that persistent coaching for the agent is absolutely vital. The agent will factor your targeted feedback into its reasoning on every single subsequent run, at least until you explicitly tell it otherwise. Section 4, Managing Agent Memory. Reviewing and controlling retained feedback. Think back to our BPO trainee. What happens if you give them a set of process instructions, but a month later, the company policy completely changes? Well, you have to go into their notebook, cross out the old instructions, and write in the new ones so they stop doing things the old way, right? Well, agent memory is the exact same concept. By definition, agent memory is a system that stores the feedback you've provided and allows administrators to review and control what the agent actually retains. This is incredibly important in cloud security for two big reasons. First, your team's scope or processes might change, which makes previous feedback totally outdated. Second, You might have provided some experimental feedback that ended up producing unintended, messy results, and you just need to reverse it. So here is exactly how you do that. And definitely treat this as a vital administrative task to understand for the SC-500. Step 1. Select the overflow menu, those 3 little dots, right on the agent page. Step 2. Select Manage Memory. This is going to list all your previously submitted feedback entries. Step 3. Select an entry to review it. And Step 4. Select Reject Feedback to remove it. It's that simple. Once you click Reject, the agent no longer considers that entry when forming its outputs. You've officially erased that bad habit right out of its memory.
Section 5. Long-term agent effectiveness, building capability over time.
And this brilliantly illustrates our ultimate long-term goal: incremental improvement. A well-managed threat triage agent that consistently receives feedback about which alert types actually warrant escalation becomes progressively better at filtering out the noise. Or take an intelligence briefing agent, whose memory is carefully managed to reflect current scope definitions. It's going to deliver highly focused summaries. The combination of run controls, targeted feedback, and memory management gives you the flexibility to adapt your agents as your security environment changes, all without ever requiring a full reconfiguration from scratch. So I'll leave you with this thought. Imagine how much time a security team could save with an AI assistant that adapts to every workflow change and never ever forgets its training.